Hi guys, welcome back to Kestrel Park Farm. After a couple of weeks break with some crappy weather we've just been experiencing, cold weather. Before I go any further, I'd just like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land that we gathered on, which is Wiradjuri country, and I'd like to pay respect to their elders past, present and emerging. So today I'm just going to show you a new project we got, and we're starting from scratch with this one. It's for the squirrel gliders. I'll just come around here and show you some of the stuff that we got. So this is for the squirrel gliders and trying to increase their habitat within this area on our 220 acres here. So here we go, squirrel glider project site. Local area management plan, sponsored by local land service, West Hume Land Care, etc. So I'm just going to show you from the ground up what we've been achieved here. So this site here is approximately about a hectare, running up to about 300 metres over there in the distance. You might be able to see where that sign is. And what we're trying to achieve is we've got a creek over there, where there are gliders along here, and we're trying to introduce them into these couple little blocks of trees here to try and expand their range of habitat. So what tree we got here is a yellow box, Eucalyptus meliodora. A nice little stand of them. They're looking a bit rough. One of them actually got hit by lightning not that long ago, one of those trees, and see where it blew the top out. And if we go across to the west, we've got some young river red gums, Eucalyptus camaldulensis. And in the middle, we don't have much at all. So what we're trying to do is establish a corridor through here, which will connect both these sets of trees up. Also, if we look to the west, there's Petries Creek over there in the distance. So it'll hopefully expand their range of movement all the way up to the creek here, whereas before, they wouldn't have been able to move along here. So like I said, this is starting from scratch here. What we've done is we've ripped all our lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. There's a small creek that runs about 200 metres over there to the south of us, which we might just take a wander around down there. And excuse me, a bit of a cough. It's residual from a cold I've had. So a couple of years ago we put in a proposal to expand this. We were looking for some funding for fencing. Now this particular site, it's only about a hectare, which is about 2.5 acres. 2.5 acres out of 220 is not much at all. And we run a few sheep and a few cows here, and I don't think that's going to impact on our financial viability on this farm at all. And I think this is going to introduce a lot of natural capital, and it's going to look great over time. So yeah, what we've done is we've ripped all our lines. We've got 5 lines here. A couple of months ago I sprayed them with a bit of glyphosate, trying to hopefully reduce the competition along the line, so when the trees come in, get planted, they'll hopefully be able to thrive and survive. Now we ripped these back in March when the ground was a lot drier, I suppose. And really, the best time to rip is when the ground is dry, because it'll just get a shattering effect on the soil and help break it up a lot better. And when the trees go in, they'll be able to expand their root structure along these lines a lot better than maybe if it was a bit wetter. It also allows a lot more moisture to get into the ground. So this will give us a good base to start from when we plant these trees. Now, these particular trees that we're going in will be all native to the area, and will be all sort of kind of nectar bearing, with a ratio of about one large tree, so river red gum, yellow box, to about 4 shrubs, your acacia species and melaleucas, callistemons, etc. And hopefully we'll be able to plant a few grasses along here. Excuse me again. So I'm just going to take a walk down along the site. As you can see, we've got a lovely dam over there. Another benefit of fencing off these areas, which has got a riparian site running through it, it helps keep the water clean. By having clean water, it reduces the amount of parasites that we can get in the water. Look at my dog over there. He's a bit of a parasite himself at times. That's Mo, by the way. So yeah, it keeps the water a bit cleaner, so we don't get as many parasites in the water. So when our stock drink out of it, they're not fighting as many parasites within their gut. So hopefully that can they can use that energy, instead of fighting those internal parasites, they can use that energy for putting weight on and just being in general better condition. So we're coming into the middle of our site here. As you can see, the water soaks along through here. We've got a few smatterings of red grass. There's also some carrot sedge further over. And the water just gradually creeps through here nicely. Also, by fencing this off and not allowing the stock to come here, it'll keep our creek banks a bit more solid and well grassed, so we won't get that erosion coming through. A couple of years ago, this was quite badly eroded, but over time, over 3 good years of rain, it's managed to grass up nicely, and it holds those banks together. It also gives great habitat for the various types of frogs and lizards, etc., that we have living along our spot here, along our creek here. So over the course of the next few days, I'm just going to go through a few other sites that we've got. We've got about 5 sites on this particular block of land, ranging from nearly 17 year. Yeah, so over time we're going to go through the other sites that we've got on our little farm here. So ranging from 17 years in age to this one, which is brand new. And these trees are going to be a couple of weeks. Actually, you can see we're kind of looking into the sun there. Sorry about that, guys. Across the paddocks. And that's our other creek. Further over that way. A lot of river red gums around here. A lot of grey box. Eucalyptus microcarpa, plenty of timber on the ground as well. So like I said, we're going to be planting these trees within the next couple of weeks, and I'll actually run a video when we are planting them so we can show you the process that's involved in that. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed today. I'll speak to you very shortly. Thanks, bye.